Hello, I'm Rythian, and this is my channel update video for May 2015. The last one I did about a month ago, and that seemed to come across fine, so I figured I'll keep this going roughly monthly. That's the plan. In the background, I will be playing a bit of golf in GTA, which is a game I've been playing a lot this last month ever since it came out. Playing a lot of online with the friends, and a fair bit of single player as well. I decided for this one I didn't want to put any sort of like big missions in, because you know I don't want to spoil anything, because GTA actually is pretty damn good single player, and it does have stuff that you could spoil. So I decided to run around as Franklin and do a little bit of side mission type content. So how about golf? Golf is actually kind of fun in GTA. You can do it in online as well. It's surprisingly solid for just a random minigame. I turned up the settings a little bit for this recording, and then that plus running the recording program at the same time did make the frame rate a little bit choppy, so you might notice some of that, but mostly it should be good. Other than that, recently I have been playing WoW, as always, although less and less. Really, I just log on to raid with my raid team, and we raid twice a week, a couple of hours usually, and then we've been playing, just doing my garrison missions, which is making me rich, like very rich in gold. Like I know I have enough gold now to be able to buy enough tokens to give me a year of WoW game time and still be fine. So I mean that's a bonus, I suppose, but kind of wish something new would come out. 6.2 is on the public test realms right now though, so probably maybe not too long until we get more stuff coming, which would be nice. I would love to have a new little area to run around in, kill stuff with, play with my friends and so on. It's not a lot of people who still play, it's just me, Zoe and Silas really. And Silas not so much. Ever since his raid team collapsed, it's mostly been me and Zoe. That's it for WoW though. The big thing, of course, at the end of April and the beginning of May was the new Dota patch 6.84, which finally put an end to the age of Sniper and Troll Warlord. Hoo haha, Shrapnel. Ah, you got peeped. No more of that. Although, between you and me, Sniper's still pretty good, as is Troll Warlord. The main reason I really wanted the patch so that they would get nerfed, not because they were gonna be like destroyed in viability, but because if people see them, oh they're nerfed now, they'll stop picking them all the time, so you actually get to see different heroes picked when you play the games. I literally didn't play a single game of Dota through the entire month of April, and we've started playing again now, and it's been fun. A lot of new cool items, a lot of new things to play, and I'm getting back into actually playing instead of watching, because I always watch. Like I watch a lot of Dota, I watch a lot of streams and a lot of tournaments. That's one of my, basically my favorite sport to watch. So I do a lot of that, but now I do play as well, and I decided this time around I'm going to focus only on a couple of heroes and like get really good with them, rather than keep trying out new heroes every game that I'll end up doing badly with. So yeah, planning on sticking with mostly Vengeful Spirit, Enigma, Crystal Maiden, Drow Ranger, maybe Winter Wyvern, roughly. And try to limit myself to those so I don't play too many. The new patch is pretty fun, because the compendium has come out as well for the upcoming International. So yeah, everyone on Ventrilo and everyone in the Ang is like really into Dota, paying a lot of attention. A lot of cool tournaments coming up, a lot of exciting things happening. So it's a good day. It's a good day for Dota. And the final game I've been playing a lot of is Grand Theft Auto. It's really fun. Played a lot of online as well. Finished all the heists. We did all the heists in order with the same team from the very start to the very end. It was me, Monkfish, Bree, and Harry. Monkfish you might have seen on Pyrian streams a lot. Bree has been mentioned a couple of times, probably. He's been around for quite a while. And Harry, well, you probably know Harry. He's an artist who works at the Oxcast. Yeah, we did all the heists from very beginning to the end, so we got like this big chunk of like 1 million bonus for both of those achievements. And it was fun. It was really fun doing it all in one go. Or not in one go, but like over a period of days. I named our team the Three Psychopaths and Mr. Pink. Because they all was all crazy and walked around like shooting people and driving like insane people. And I was the one going, we're supposed to be professionals. So yeah, it's Mr. Pink. Anyway, enough of me rambling about what I've been playing. Let's go into actually about the channel. So, Max Payne finally finished. Last couple of weeks. Finally, Max Payne 2 is done. And man, that was good. I really enjoyed finally getting to finish and properly showing off Max Payne 1 and 2. They are some of my favorite games. It was really fun to play, and I got some nice feedback from it, even though like way less people watch them than watch any of my other stuff. So that was cool. That was cool. It was cool to finally finish those. Like a personal project, really. It was fun to replay them again, even though not everyone really went for them. But that's fine. Not everyone can like every game. Not everyone can like every video. That's how it works. So right after that ended, Black Rock Mountain came out for Hearthstone, which was great because the solo adventures is basically my favorite thing in Hearthstone. Way more than playing ranked or you know, making that sort of thing. Going up against bosses and figuring out cool decks to do it and experiencing the fun mechanics and stuff is great. That's what I think is the best parts of Hearthstone. So that was really fun to play those again, and gave me plenty of excuses to ramble on about World of Warcraft. And it was great. I could compare this to what happened in Warcraft and then, you know, talk about all the references and basically nerd out about everything being fun. It was great. Another reason I had to talk about World of Warcraft a lot was the fact that I am playing Warcraft as well, Warcraft 3. This is like all the beginnings of Warcraft world. I mean, not counting 1 and 2, obviously. And going on and on about like, yeah, this is going to be great because X and Y and oh, this guy happens and this does that. It was fun. It's really fun. There's a lot more of that coming. As of this recording, I am just about to be done with the Orc campaign in Reign of Chaos. So we have the Night Elf campaign left for Reign of Chaos, and then I have all of the Frozen Throne left to do, including the Orc quote-unquote bonus campaign, which is not really missions set up in the same way. It's more of an open world RPG type thing. So that won't really be able to come out like one video a mission type thing anymore. I'll have to cut that sort of at logical points when finishing different quests and stuff. So that's going to take a while as well, but it's going to be really fun. It's going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to doing that, and it's going to be a pretty solid fixture on my channel for a while going on. But Hearthstone has just ended. At the time of this recording, it's already been ended, but when it comes out, there should still be 2 or 3 videos left to go. And once that's done, what will be taking the place of that is a new game that is coming out. It is a game called Invisible Ink. It's from Clay, the people who made Shank, Mark of the Ninja, and Don't Starve. Mark of the Ninja is one of my favorite games. Really awesome. And I had a lot of fun playing it on the channel, and I played it a lot on my own afterwards to 100% it and get every achievement and stuff, which is not something I do with a lot of games, so that was really fun to do. This is something I want to make a full series on, and I was going to make it either way, but I got an extra incentive to when I got contacted by Clay, who said that they would like to sponsor me to make a series, what we in the business call a brand deal. This is, I know, something a lot of people don't like for a reason or other, maybe because they feel we sell out, or it makes us less genuine, or that we don't say what we mean, or that we feel forced to like the game or something. But I can tell you that at least me, and I know most of my friends, if not all of them, don't let that influence them whatsoever. Like, we say and play and do whatever we want. Of course, like, getting cash like this is an incentive, which makes sense. But I will never lie about what I feel or what I think about a game just because I'm, getting paid to play it or whatever. That's never going to happen. I'm in general not gotten a lot of brand deals on my channel. In fact, the only one that is currently up is a Smite video I did back, 2 years ago, I think.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, around February 14th, 2013. Which was it was pretty fun. Again, I I got nothing said to me. It's just like, hey, do you want to make a cool video and we'll pay you X money? And I said, sure, that sounds good. And then I made like a pretty fun video, I thought, about Cupid and the power of love and the Valentine's Day. It was really fun. And Invisible Ink was something I was going to make a series on anyway, so this is really good. This is nothing but positive. Because brand deals like this makes it so that it's viable for me to play games I really feel like playing, that I want to do and have real enthusiasm for doing. It's how I can afford to do series like Max Payne, which most people don't really watch that much, because I really feel like it's something I want to do and talk about. So it's nothing but positive, I promise you that. But of course, if you're completely against sponsored videos or whatever, and you're not going to watch it because of that, that's totally up to you, and I can tell you what to do and what not to do. But yeah, that's brand deals, and that's what's coming up next. Channel will be alternating between Warcraft and Invisible Ink. There's another upcoming game or two that I've been looking at that are really interesting, and one of them is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. It's coming out in about 2 weeks from this recording, roughly, and it's going to be a huge deal in PC gaming and RPG gaming, and it's going to be, I assume it's going to be a fantastic game, because they always have been, although usually it takes a while and then eventually we get an enhanced edition that comes out later on, but that's fine. It is probably going to be amazing, but it's such a huge game though, and it's like a big commitment thing, so it's not really going to be something I do a long series on, because it will be like a 100 episode type thing and so on, and there's going to be lots of episodes where I'm just running or doing side quests or whatever, so that won't really work. But like, the game looks awesome and I'm really hyped about it, so there is a strong possibility there will be a one-shot or two. Like, I'll just play around a little bit, record a cool side quest and talk about things, or you know, something cool, and like talk about the system, or maybe do the introduction bit or something. I'm sure there's going to be tons of Witcher 3 videos either way, but hopefully I can bring you something that a lot of people haven't. For example, I have read some of the Witcher novels, which I expect a lot of people haven't, so that'd be pretty cool. In fact, that series in the game is pretty interesting to me personally. Another game I wanted to get a closer look at and really give a go is Magicka 2. I think like it could be absolutely brilliant and amazing a series, but the key would be to find an actual solid group of 4, or I mean at least 3, but ideally 4, that I can routinely meet up with and routinely do recording with and schedule it properly and everything, and that'll have a good set of chemistry with all of us. So no promises on that end. It might happen, it might not, but I think it would be pretty fun, at least for a while. Like Magicka, at least Magicka 1 was really good for a long while, and then eventually you sort of ran into like it started slowing down, and then eventually it started getting really hard, and then it stopped being funny when people screwed each other over all the time, and people sort of lost their patience, and then you started tryharding a little bit, and then when you failed to try hard and the checkpoint was really far back, it got a little bit annoying. But we'll see. I'd very much like to do something cool with Magicka 2, because it's funny, and the dudes are Swedish, and they're really funny. Part of what cool was Magicka 1 was like some of the gibberish that they were talking about was basically half English, half gibberish, half Swedish. I know that's 3 halves, but we're just rolling with that. Other than that, what else is coming up? We have Trine 3 coming up soon. It is in early access right now, but I generally avoid early access. I think sometimes it's really good, but most of the time it's you know, you're paying for a beta, and there's no need to do that, really. I'm just going to wait until the full game comes out. When the full game comes out, we're going to have me, Hannah, and Zoe again to do it. We're the ones who did Trine 1 and Enchanted Edition together. Back at Trine 2, it was me, Shin, and Zoe, which was also really good. But yeah, the initial plan is me, Hannah, and Zoe again for Trine 3. And that should be really fun. It looks like the changes they made is pretty interesting. The whole 3D movement thing is pretty cool. Hopefully it's more than just a gimmick. But either way, it looks interesting. Right, so to finish this video off, I wanted to answer a couple of questions. I asked last month if there was anything particular you wanted to ask me that would fit in for this sort of video series, to do so. And then a couple of days ago, I told you to send me the questions on Tumblr. I know a lot of people don't use Tumblr and don't have active accounts, and I have anonymous asks off, so maybe in the future I'll set up an ask.fm or something for these type of thing. But for now, this is good. I got a whole bunch of questions, but I'm only going to answer a few, because this is already getting a little bit long. But yeah. Well, let's start with Captain Falcon, who asks, what happened to Metro? I was a big fan, and it sort of stopped. Yes, Metro 2033 Redux. Well, long story short, I was getting a little bit bored with it, and it seemed like the viewers was as well. There was very few people really talking about it, very few people commenting, and generally not a lot of people viewing it. That said, I hate abandoning things. I really want to finish the stuff I do, so it's on a hiatus, I guess, but it is a strong possibility that at some point I'll come back and finish it off. It will probably be at some sort of period of time where I don't quite know what to put on my channel, when I'm considering a lot of different things to do and there's like an empty spot in the schedule. I might just pop in and finish Metro, because I think I'm about halfway through, or maybe a little bit less, or something like that. And it wasn't a bad game. It was very atmospheric. I just felt a little bit disjointed, and it didn't really grab me much, and not a lot of people seem to care about it much. But yeah, I do want to finish it maybe at some point. Deathnotronic asks, is there anything you want to see in Hearthstone in the future, such as adventures and so on and so on? Yes. I mentioned a fair bit of this towards the very end of the Hearthstone videos that is coming out soon, but I would love for more adventures. Like, that's my favorite part about Hearthstone, so that's what I want the most. And like when new sort of expansions or whatever comes out, like what I'm interested in more is more something like Blackrock Mountain and Extramas, and less something like Goblins vs. Gnomes. Although obviously it's cool to just have a bunch of cards, it's more that that's just stuff you get from buying. So what I would love to see an Oldor raid. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Other than that, I think Icecrown Citadel would be pretty cool as well. You could have the Lich King talk to you through the entire thing, and you have the wind set up, and there's plenty of cool bosses you could go to. A lot of cool ideas you could do with the different bosses. I think that would be pretty amazing. So yeah, Uldor, Icecrown, generally a lot of the cool raids being turned into adventures. That's totally what I'm in for. I'll buy it in a heartbeat. And last but not least, Mega Cheeseinator asks, what would your perfect game look like? And obviously this is a bit of a difficult question, but I've had this idea in mind for a long time, so I'm pretty sure I know what to say for this. And the answer is, I want a mix between Deus Ex Human Revolution, Dishonored, and Shadowrun. Those three I think together would be amazing. I'm thinking of myself a RPG shooter in the style of Deus Ex, with stats and stuff that you improve to get better, but with lots of different ways to fight and lots of cool things to do, like in Dishonored. You stealth, you can use like magic, because you can do that in Shadowrun, and you have like, yeah, melee weapons. You can learn how to hack, summon things and so on, and they were always big. There would be lots of side quests, there would be like, you know, interesting story to do. You'd grow as a character. You could even have like some sort of NPCs that would like come with you on certain missions and so on. Like, I think it would be unbelievably cool. I'd want it to be made by like people who really know what they're doing as well. Like Arcane Studios have proven them with Dishonored. I want to see like people like Obsidian writing the story for it or something. I think it would be amazing. But you know, I'm not a game developer. I don't really know what is to it. But to me, that sort of game set in that sort of theme, that sort of world would be pretty damn cool. So yeah, that would be my perfect game. On that note, I'm gonna wrap this up and say thank you all for listening to me ramble. And yeah, there'll be another one of these in about a month. But until then, if there's anything you want to tell me, go ahead and ask me on Twitter or on Tumblr or wherever you see me around. I'm gonna go eat a sandwich, drink some Pepsi, and play some video games. So until next time, goodbye.